Hello and welcome to the home of the Ghost Down. Here we are for our final series of the Wood Elves. So we've played Orion, Durthu, and Sisters of Twilight, and now we're going to be playing Drycha, or Drycha, however you want to pronounce this particular one. Drycha, the Branch Wraith. So from the deepest reaches of the Empire's forest, Drycha administers a blood-drenched punishment to all who threaten her sacred home. The faction actually is the Wargrove of Woe. So when we look at what we've got here, we've got, as you'd expect, malevolent dryads, tree men, and treekin. Diplomatic relations, -40 with wood elves, doesn't like the elves. Upkeep -10 for the those sort of tree spirits. Then we've got upkeep +10 for elf units. So we're definitely looking at a tree spirit heavy army. That means a very heavy melee army. Not quite the usual one that you get with the Wood Elves, which is those ranged missile units. But we do start with 1 amber, and all elf units are glamoured, reducing their combat power and making them expendable. So, yeah, we're not going to be taking elf units unless they're part of garrisons or we have no other choice. Control -5, melee attack +5 for dryads, nice. +10 weapon strength for dryads as well. An ability roused to wrath, which summons a unit of dryads, but they do degrade over time. In terms of where we start on the map, not great. Not great. Already I'm thinking, compared to Athel Lawrence, reasonably safe. Sisters of Twilight over here, we were able to get a nice alliance with Katep, and then finally with Mazda Mundi down here. But when I'm looking here, we got the vampire counts. We've got Kislev with chaos coming in the north. We've got the Empire as a whole. We've got Festus. So we are right in the thick of it. So I'll have to see how we start with the people around, and then the usual sort of Wood Elf roster. But I think the important thing here is to look at missile-focused Elven unit roster with a variety of enchanted arrows and fast-moving cavalry. Not really going to apply to us in this campaign. So let's see how we get on. So far, though, Durthu has been my favourite campaign, which has been a tree man, treekin-focused army, but that did have some range support. So it'll be interesting to see how Drycha compares. As always, no auto-resolve, 50 turns, normal campaign difficulty, normal battle difficulty, as you can see here. So, without further ado, let's start this final Wood Elf series and see how they compare. So far, as I say, Durthu has been my favourite, but Sisters of Twilight a very, very close second. Both of them very strong factions. And I think they play incredibly well. Orion, I played him before they did the change in the patch, was my least favourite. I didn't particularly enjoy Orion, but let's see how we get on with Drycha and who's going to end up in my priority order, or top favourite order, shall we say. So currently number 1, Durthu, number 2, Sister Twilight, number 3, Orion. Let's see if Drycha can worm her way into those top 3 spots. And there we are loaded in, so let's start. Okay, I am the Forest's Wrath. Instantly recruit wild spirits and fauna of the forest from your lord's localities to muster armies quickly. Pacify regions all in the world's magic. Yeah, okay, that's the same as before. Amber, Ritual of Rebirth. Okay. Right, so first of all, let's look what we've got around us. We've got Skaven from Clan Creepus. They're probably coming out of Mordheim. We are at war with Ostermark as well. Not very friendly with Kislev. Yet there's Ostermark that we're also at war with. That means we are going to be at war with the Empire. We've got ogres over here. Don't have to worry about the ogres too much by the looks of it. So yeah, it does look like it's Skaven first and then Ostermark. Vampire counts over here. So we're starting with a whole roster of Dryads. We've got some Malevolent Shrieking in there as well. There's our World Roots, as you'd expect, sort of Kane offices. Those offices. Okay. Required. They just require rank 1. So, okay, that looks fine. That looks like we can focus on Tree Lords. Right. What do we want to start with here? Well, given that we start with 1 amber, see, upkeep for Dryads, Treekin, and Treemen's interesting. Missile resistance for Dryad, Treekin, and Treemen, plus casualty replenishment foreign territory. Both of those very good. Ammunition not useful for us. Ubri infusion. That basically gives poison to my tree spirits. Death blow, passive ability. Fire resistance, plus 5 additional. Okay. Law of Beasts, income from settlements, physical resistance for monsters, growth. So for me, it's either the upkeep and the construction time minus 25%, or the missile resistance and casualty replenishment. And you know what? I think I'm going to take the missile resistance and the casualty replenishment. Okay, and then we've got, as usual with our tree spirits, we get to choose their aspect, right? So I'm going to do with what I did last time with Durthu, which is I'm going to focus on aspect of the oak, so which is charge defense versus large, and that extra armor. So we're going to go with that one. That seemed to work quite nicely last time. I prefer, melee defense is okay, bonus versus infantry okay, but reducing that armor piercing damage, not really. Armor piercing damage here is nice, but physical resistance is down, so I'm going for the tough unit. There we go, and then we've got the Malevolent Tree Man. I'm going to do the same here. You get some missile resistance, which is nice. And aspect of the willow, aspect of the oak. Charge defense. And again, yeah, let's take aspect of the oak. Right, so global recruitment not available. Recruit wild spirits. So looks like we can instantly recruit these, a bit like Erase the Dead. And we've got giant wolves here, we've got cave bats, manticores. Okay, that's quite interesting. Okay, so let's take those. And that means we've got another one here to do. So that's quite good. So we've got kind of like a Raise the Dead thing going on there. We'll see how powerful they end up being. Okay, then looking at our tree here, what are we going to go for? Well, we definitely want wine. And I'm not really that bothered by the elf units right now. I can get Deepwood Scouts there. Waystalker. Okay, we'll keep that just in case we decide that we might need. We can't get any more there anyway. Okay, that's fine. Okay, right, so that's the settlement. Right, let's see in terms of the diplomacy what we've got here. So we can get some diplomacy with Stirland. They're currently at war with the Redhorn tribe. So I'm thinking that I want to be friendly with the Empire, right? Because if we can push the vampire count back and then we can let the Empire sort of deal with everyone around us, that would be fine. So I think I'm going to have...
Approach and make your offer. Fine.
That with Stirland, I think would be nice.
All right.
Talabeclan, no. No.
War unceasing.
Okay, so there we go. Right now, let's move to our Lord. Let's go and deal with this Skaven menace. Okay, so first battle here. A couple of clan rats, some slaves, poison-winged globadiers. They're our problem. So let's start. Turn 1. Yeah, poison-winged globadiers, anti-large, armor-piercing, and armored. So I want the bats to get onto those guys as quickly as possible. What have we got? Okay, so we all have the ability to really close the distance. Right, poison wing globadiers there. Let's have the tree man here. Drycha here. Let's have you guys here because you're going to go straight for. And let's have you guys at the back like so. Let's channel some magic. See if we get lucky. Yes, we get lucky. Fantastic. So, start deployment, start the battle. You guys straight into here, you into here, you into here. Like so. And in we go. So that's great. So we've got our bats and wolves straight away into those poison wing globadiers. That's what I wanted. They were what I was worried about the most. Here come the tree king. And yeah, those poison wing globadiers now. You know, these were just summoned units, so I'm pretty happy with that. But they're doing a good job right now. And already they are running. Let's have you on there. Let's have the bats on you guys. And their entire army is running at the moment. Or most of their army is.
Now you die!
Go, bats over there. Chasing ones down. That's it, keep it going, chase them all down. So the Skaven are clearly faster than my Dryads. But they're not faster than my wolves or my bats. So that's going to be something to think about, is actually having just a couple of fast units like that to finish off some units. This could be very useful. Could be very useful. That tree man there. Go on, tree man, off you go. What have we got? Let's get that on you guys. As well. On bats, off you go. Wolves are still chasing those down. Actually, let's have one here and one there, so we don't get caught. They're shattered, just finishing that unit off. You can go after those now. You can speed it up. There we go. Can we get him? Maybe. Yes. Yes, finish him off. There we go. And a decisive victory there. Pretty happy with that. We only had 12 losses. And look at those Dryad units doing a very good job with the bats. Look at the wolves. 242 kills. Man, those giant wolves did a great job. Early on. It's early in the game, but they did a great job. Absolutely fantastic. Okay. So they're clearly good at hunting people down. In fact, the wolves did much better than the bats. So the bats right now seem pretty useless overall. Army replenishment, no. Treasury and unit experience. Let's take the treasury. Okay. And are we in range of more time? We are. So let's go and take more time. Okay, close victory. Doesn't look like we've got too much to worry about here. So let's just check. What are we fighting? Open terrain. Mordheim it is. And my intention will be to capture and hold this settlement because it is one of the key settlements for the tree. Right, okay, and again, you know, we've got this Vanguard ability, so we're going to get up close and there's a... Why are you sticky? There we go. Huh. Don't know why it's doing that. Like so. Right, we've got a spearman here. Right, bats I want here because they're going to go straight after one of the slinger units. The wolves. Right, I want a treekin out on this flank here, and I want a tree man out on this flank here. The wolves, I don't want to charge them into a spear unit, particularly. That's spear infantry. So let's have them here in the middle as well. Drycha here. Okay. Channel some magic. Do we get lucky for a second time in a row? Wow, yes we do. Oh, and look at that, an extra 4. Right, start deployment, start the battle. Off we go. Batty bats, in you go. Right, you're going in here. Off we go. Can we get the wolves in? Let's just slide them in here as well. We might be able to get the wolves in through there. They might fit through the gap. Let's get magic on these guys. And let's help these guys out. Okay, so far so good. Dryads into each unit. Tree man is in over there. What's this? This is summon a unit of dryads, and this is damage resistance. Don't need either of that right now. Right, there the wolves, let them do their thing. Batty bats, let them do their thing as well. Wolves are chasing down like they should. They're breaking, so you can chase them down. You can engage these folks. Drycha there's not a lot to do right now. Chasing them down, and yeah, the Skaven have broken pretty quickly. Batty bats still not doing what you want, which is chasing the enemy down. Treekin clearly have won over here. And yeah, so the bats, I'm really not happy with the bats. I'd have thought the bats being a flying unit, they would be awesome for taking down fleeing troops. They're awful. They're absolutely terrible. So the first unit I would be getting rid of is those bats, and I'd rather have 2 units of giant wolves. I know the bats can fly, which then means they got over that front line into the range pretty quick. But holy crap, they're pretty weak. So, you know, if for a flying unit, I'd rather take the Manticore or something like that. So, yeah, not ideal. Not ideal at all. The wolves have done a much better job. Much better job. Okay, let's just see what we can finish off. I know it's a settlement battle, but, you know, it helps to level up. Okay, and wolves, look at that. Wolves doing a good job again, getting straight in there, really chewing them up into these ones as well. Yeah, the giant wolves. Very impressed with them for running down fleeing troops. You know, and sometimes that's really what you want. Like if you really don't want to fight a particular unit again, like whether it's, you know, dark shards, for example, or whatever, you know, you want to finish them off. And those wolves, 252 kills again. So giant wolves proving their worth in spades. Unexpected, I have to say, because I was never a big fan of the wolves in the vampire camps. So that's very unexpected. But there you go, great. And we got ourselves a Tormentor Sword. We got some experience, so that's fantastic. And we are going to occupy this one. So we have now occupied Mordheim. We got lead defense with the Opal Amulet and a Tormentor Sword. So we've got 2 pieces. And discovered Skaven Faction. Skaven Faction is now destroyed. Fantastic. What are we going to build here? I think I'm going to build this one so that I can get some more Dryad units. Wild Spirits, none more to take here. But yeah, those Giant Wolves, nice. We've got Feral Bears as well, Giant Spiders. Great, see, Great Hawks and the Feral Manticore will be much better. These Bats, really not impressed with those. Higher Mercenaries, Regiments of Renown. Okay, they're the usual Wood Elf Regiments of Renown. But, okay, it's 2 turns to get some more Dryads. And do you know what? I think that's actually kind of worth it. So, actually, no, they're really expensive. Actually, they're really expensive. We don't need them right now. We don't need less, like 1,000. So, we don't need that. What we do need is the skill. I don't want to waste the money too early. And let's take the unit experience gain as well. We do have
the forest is whispered.
a hero over here as
Defender
well. That
of
is a
Athelon.
Way Stalker. Probably should have joined the army before, but hey. That's going to give me Malevolent Treekin, so let's get that Treekin a key. That's what we want first. So, okay, so let's upgrade that one, and that is the end of the first turn. Well, there you go. So now we've got to think where we're going next. Where are we going next? So what I think I'm going to do next is go and start defeating Ostermark. Because they have more of the... There you go, we've got the Visceral Resistance, that's great, and the Casualty Replenishment. So we can now start just doing our normal one. This is going to give us Campaign Line of Sight and Control, that's fine. Okay, so... What do I really want here? I really want to start building Treekin, but at the same time, I need to keep going while I've got... there we go, we have another unit of those, another unit of Bats, might as well. But I really want to get those... so it's 1,800 for a Tree Man. Okay, so that's too late. We put it there instant, aren't they? Right, so Tree Man, 1,800. Law of Beasts, Law of Shadows, Law of Life. So that's what I want. Campaign movement range, minus 10%. Enemy armies and local province. That can be quite nice. Passive ability and the netlings. I don't know what that is. Okay. But the Life Tree Man, that's what we're going for. Okay, so right, we're going to take Essen. What else do they hold? Just that. Just that. Okay, so let's go and deal with Essen. Pyrrhic Victory. Right. Okay, so they've got lots of crossbowman units, so we know what we need to do. We've got some halberdiers in there as well. Okay, so we are fighting the siege. We do know the Tree Man can break down the walls. Okay, we'll have to see where we go in this one. Settlement battle already. Unexpected. Unexpected, I have to say. We're just going to have to pick ourselves the best path, the best entrance. Okay. Right, so there's no walls to worry about, it's just pop-up towers. We have no range to deal with them. So So looks like the quickest route to that central bit is here. So we're going to have Tree Man, Treekin, Drycha here.
Orders?
This one here. No, we can't do it like that. Okay, so like so. Bats. Bats can come here. Along with wolves. And that should be everybody. We're going to push in through here and then up through the hill and see how we get on. Channel some magic. See, can we get lucky? For a third time in a row, and we can't. And the winds of magic have evaded us. Fortunately, we're not relying too much on that. Start deployment, start the battle. And let's get those bats straight away into here. And let's get straight away onto these folks. Like so. That way, Stalker. Here. There's that bat unit didn't do what we wanted. God forbid that they do. In we go. Let's get the wolves in here as well. Go, Tree Man.
Deepwood Guardian.
Okay. We got here Tormentor Sword. That's the melee attack. Okay. Right, in you go. So I am sacrificing the bats. I really don't care about those units, but at the moment they're gonna stop the shooting happening, right? So over here, please. I just need them to tie up the enemy missile troops long enough as we start to break through here. Go, go, go. Just trying to create myself some space. Right, let's get the Treekin moving forward. And the Tree Man, I want them engaging over here. Drycha. Let's get unit Dryads up there. There's units coming in like so. Tree Man, off you go. Come on, grid. Like so. Can't worry about those for the minute. Right, where's that other crossbow unit? They're up there. Off you go. Batty bats. Another unit of bats up there. They ran away, which is fine.
Hawkeye.
And let's bring our way
Swiftly
up here as well. Tree Man doing his thing. These Dryads pushing up like so. Let's have that on here. That one here as well. And in fact, I'm going to summon an additional unit of Dryads there. Let's have some damage resistance and Tormentor Sword. Like so. Keep those bats on those guys over here. Let's pull the wolves back a second. Let's get these Dryads pushing up like so. Drycha doing his thing. You over there, don't know why you're over there like that. Bats again, stop doing what they want to do. This is the problem that I'm finding a lot in the game at the moment. It's one of my biggest gripes with the game is that you give orders to units and they just stop what they're doing. It's very annoying. Okay, the Dryads and sorry, the Tree Man, the Treekin doing well over here.
Forward to war.
Let's get some shots off over here. They've broken. You're doing over here as well. Off you go. They're chasing them down. Right, let's go after these guys. Okay, give me another unit, 2 units of Dryads coming over here. Guys, keep engaging. Like this. Chasing them off. Let's send Drycha over here. And now let's start to put the hurt on these. Like so. And also Tormentor Sword down. Also damage resistance. The bats doing their thing. They're shattered, and it's over. There you go. So yeah, melee heavy army. I mean, the bats showed their worth, right? I mean, the bats, they flew in and they tied up the enemy's missile units pretty quickly. Overall, pretty happy with the outcome there. A little bit scrappy because we're fighting through this choke point. I could have maybe, in fact, what I'd have done on hindsight is I should have deployed some here and some here, rather than just bulk force push my way in. Yeah, in hindsight, I would do that because they're very close together. What I wouldn't do is spread them all around the city, but I'd have some here and some here. That's what I would have done. There you go. Doesn't matter. A win is a win. It definitely wasn't a Pyrrhic victory or medium casualties, which is good. And we did save our wolves there. And yeah, so only 111 losses, not too bad at all. And the Dryads, tough. They're tough. And the Tree Man and Treekin, just, awesome. Absolutely awesome. So, yeah, the Empire, not much they could do there, even with those Halberdiers and Spearmen with their anti-large. Perfect. So, 2,000 experience, 907 there. That's great. And we will occupy the heathland here because it's also one of our tree areas. Got the hunter there. Right, income and recruit rank. Do you know what? I actually don't want that. Right, so we've already got one of those. So let's have growth. Casualty replenishment in armies in region. Yeah, I think that could be really quite nice. Right, what do we want to do here? So we can either make Drycha. No, let's buff. So that would be buffing Dryads, and that's buffing Treekin and Treeman. So let's buff the Dryads at the moment because we've got a lot of those. And let's buff training here. Okay. So far, so good. Not quite enough to get the Lord that I wanted, but never mind. We're nearly there. Next turn we'll have it. And then after that we're going after Nagenhof. And then up to, Nagenhof, and then to Beekhaven, and that will be Ostermark down. And then we need to have an alliance with these guys, because they have the final 2 pieces of the puzzle. Krugenheim, we need, okay. Okay, that's fine. Currently we're on +4 health, -3 with hostile heathlands. Okay, right. I just want to get these done quickly because I'm expecting to end up in war with the vampire counts pretty quickly. Right, so I want to get myself established and secure, start forming some alliances, and then we can deal with vampire counts. Forest encounter, forest hungers. What have we got here? 3 turns. Ooh. So we do need to deal with that. Right. Right, quick deal.
You dare.
Templehof. It says I can form an alliance with those guys. Not sure I want to do that. The tree hammers don't like us. Talabakan doesn't like us. Okay, so we can't do anything there, but I do need to go and deal with this threat. And they are raiding. Those ogres are raiding. Am I going to have to kill those ogres? Maybe I am. But I'm not at war quite yet. So let's come over to Griffinwood. come over to Griffin Wood. While we're here, we can get a recruit of 2 more Treekin units. And aspect of the oak. Okay. In terms of forest units. Ooh, yes. Right, so Great Hawks. Forest Stalker, unpiercing, very fast. Vanguard deployment. Weak against armor. So let's have one of those. Another one of those. Is that going to take our money out? Looks like it is, as opposed to unit of Dryads. No, let's have the unit of Dryads instead of the Forest Hawks. And recruit those. Okay, so we're going to have another 2 units of Treekin. That's going to be fantastic. Deal with that, pick up some more Treekin, then start dealing with Ostermark. More Treekin, the better. Diplomacy, anything we can do?
Darkness.
No.
Sigmund in charge.
Okay, and off we go. So yeah, I want to deal with the threat to the forest. I want to deal with Ostermark. I am just going to have to watch out for these ogres, though. They're being a little bit aggressive. Okay, fantastic. Right, so we can now make sure we get our aspects of the oak. Aspects of the oak here. And aspects of the oak here. Perfect. Right, let's go and deal with this threat here. Okay, so what have we got? It's an Imperial Reprisal Force. Mace infantry, not worried about it. So the mortar is the problem. So we're going to send the Batty Bats onto the mortar and the crossbowmen. Okay, let's go. Let's go. So we do have a nice ambush. So I can get the wolves onto the crossbow. The bats I'm going to put onto the mortars. The wolves onto the crossbowmen. And then I think I'm going to put the Treekin and the Tree Lord into those mace infantry. So what have we got? Right, okay. So I want bats. You come in here. I want wolves here. I want 3 units of Treekin here, along with the Waystalker. Right, I want all my Dryads like so, along with Drycha here. That way we have my Tree Man. Let's have him here. Channel the magic. We get lucky. We've been lucky with our magic channeling today. Start the deployment. Start the battle. Pause because we are on an ambush battle, which is what I do like to do just because of the way it's set out. Right, and then I want... Actually, let's do this. That. Okay, perfect. Right. Off we go. Very good. Very good. So their ranged is already absolutely ruined. They even get a shot off. Treekin are engaged there. I want Drycha over on the enemy walls. And yeah, this is a complete operation. Right, you can chase here. You chase here. That's... You chase over here.
Summon Sentinel!
You can shoot while you're there.
Drycha!
Put some on that lord. Chase those folks down. And the enemy is completely destroyed. Right, let's finish these off. Wolves again, showing how good they are. Bats again, showing how bad they are. That's it. Speed up, speed up. And yeah. Is there much more to say? Awesome. Awesome. We hit those ranged units incredibly hard, really quickly with the bats and the wolves, and yeah, fantastic result. That's what you'd expect from an ambush. We lost 18. We killed 1,012. And again, look at those giant wolves with over 130 plus kills. It'd be interesting to see how they do against more armored units, but so far they're doing so well. So well, the Treekin there as well, you know, just tough as nails. Tough as nails. Not sure how Drycha will do in a full up melee combat, but yeah, I feel it's a bit more of a supporting hero, but we'll see. Army replenishment not really needed, but 600 treasury, so I will take that. Are you kidding me? Still alive? Still alive? Really? Reinforcement range plus 20%? Well, range plus 8%. Right, okay. Doing it. Right, 1 and 2. Let's make those dryads tougher. And Arrow of Kurnos. And yeah, that will do. So overall now we now have melee attack plus 6 for dryads and weapon strength plus 12 for dryads. Nice. Alright, can't finish him off. That's a real pain. How is he even still alive?
I
Look at
will
that. That's
not
all he's got
obey.
left. Kidding me. Right, so we are going to have our Lord with this one. Let's put him in here. That should hopefully deter too much of the bats. No. Deter that ogre a little bit. So I want that tree man to build some treekin, and then we can help reinforce when we go after Beckhaven. Okay. He's going to fight the battle with us. Right, so I have a plan. The plan is the dryads don't need to be involved. I want wolves, bats, treekin, treeman, drycha.
Battle ready!
The Waystalker there. Let's check the magic. Oh, we get unlucky this time, man. Let's start the battle. And bats over here, wolves over here. You three on the board.
Reload my beast!
go. Let's have the 2 wolves on here. And there you go. And that's it done. Excellent. Well, that was a good battle, wasn't it? I'm glad he came after me. I didn't have to chase him around the map. 53 losses, incredibly fast. Didn't even need to have the Dryads involved. And the reason was I didn't want just one random mortar shot to get off and then, you know, hit a middle of a unit for no reason. So, perfect. Maybe the tree can take it if needed. Excellent. I'm pretty happy with the start so far. But I'm acutely aware that Ostland is growing in power, effect carbon, and I still have these. So the reprisal force is gone. We got leadership +8 with the war banner. Okay, right. So what am I thinking at the moment? I'm wondering if I come. I can recruit 2 more tree king units. We've got no more money to recruit tree king anyway, that's fine. So we're going to recruit the tree king units and then we can send the force over here. And I think that would be an interesting battle. I think we can do something with that.
Sigma forbids this.
Yeah, I think we can do something with that. Let's have a look. We'll see. Okay. End the turn there. $262 factions remaining. Okay, audience with the Elves. Research rate, income from trade, do nothing. I'm going to deny the audience. We did get the technology there, so we can research now. Income from research, armor for elf, or additional forest health for winning battles and income. Yeah, let's have that one. Right. Now then. Right, we've got the 2 tree kin units. Bring these over here. Maybe they'll sally out on us. Probably not, but maybe they will. Office-wise, attribute stalk for Treekin Lord's army. Replaces glamoured with insidious glamour for elf. Bitter bark, casualty replenishment for dryads. That's quite nice. Upkeep for dryads. That's a bonus for monsters, and that's a bonus for tree men. Do you know what? I'm going to put it in the dryads because we're going to be starting off with some quite cheap units. Okay, so we need to try and get a win quickly over here to boost our economy. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Right, Templehof. They want a non-aggression pact. They're about to die, so no. What else have we got?
The Empire.
Hockland. Yeah, we can have.
I will listen, but my time is short.
They're against the Fecundites, but let's do that. Take some money off them.
Darkness comes.
Templehof, no.
What?
Sterling, no. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So this could be a toughish battle, you know. This could be a toughish battle. You run over there. Let's the valiant defeat, leadership +8. Let's just put out a dryad unit. I'm gonna siege it out. They do have a 1 mortar in there, but no, I'm gonna siege it out. See what they do. I think that's the right way to do the things. And then Dryad units, Malevolent Dryads, 91. So I can take 2 units of that, that'll still keep me positive. In a minute, I just don't want to declare war on an ogre, but he's raiding and it's a real pain in the neck. So at the moment, they're not coming out on us. Hopland is destroyed. Okay, negative growth as well. They are under attrition now, though, which is good. Right, as is the garrison. So it's actually, I think, worth sieging out a little bit. There's no point in oak. This will be useful just in case. Just in case it does decide, those ogres do decide to push on us. So they got some ogre bulls, saber clusters, smugglers, okay. But while he's doing that, he's obviously not doing too much else. Okay, that's fine. Right, so without further ado, then let's stay where we are. Diplomacy-wise, anything else?
You dare!
No, I really want Talabhercland to...
All right. Approach and make your darkness.
No way to get them. Stirland, we can have military
Come
access.
then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it worthy.
Right.
But I don't want a defensive alliance, so that's fine.
Ice Queen of Kislev.
So that should help us with our relationship with like Reichland and so on, which is what I want. Perfect. Okay, and then the turn there. End the turn there. Not doing too bad so far. Episode 1, and we are progressing pretty well. We got a Cathay Caravan, looks like, coming past here as well. 247 factions left. Currently on turn 9 of 50. Whispers in the Wood Forest Encounter has appeared. But that one isn't a countdown one, so that's fine. So I just need to keep focused on dealing with this siege
I will
right
not
now.
obey.
So I'm just happy to siege it out. Building another army over here. They've got that one left over here. So yeah, I'm happy just to keep sieging that for a bit. Okay, let's just do diplomacy. Ostland now.
Who called?
Who are you at war with? You're at war with the Fecundites as well. But I
Greetings
will
on behalf of the Empire.
Sigma's will.
non-aggression with you.
Sigma's
no trade.
They are one
Perfect,
people.
that's fine. So really my plan here is try and get friendly with the Empire and then use them as a sort of defensive ring around. And, you know, maybe I can end up getting a friendly with Kislev as well. And that's all I want, is I just want a defensive ring of friends and then obviously get the wood up in the middle. Okay, we've got a long way to go before our ritual of rebirth. Nothing more to do with the Lords right now. Nothing to build on a building upgrade and the turn there. So what I'm hoping is we'll get a nice value of money for winning the battle at Beckhaven there. And then we can put that into building another economy building, and then I'll come back down, deal with the ogres, and then deal with that forest encounter before moving on, taking back my city. Nagenhof, the Sonling have been destroyed. Deep Roots is available. And these guys now nearly 50% on their attrition, which is good.
By Sigma,
Garrison
no.
going with them. Okay, nothing more really to do here.
Come then, messenger.
No, not with Zufbar.
You dare.
Tempelhof still wanting that that treaty, but they're not going to get it.
City Commander.
Descent to Lords of Ginger. Let's have some trade. Why not?
Perhaps we can work together to achieve great harmony.
Trade is
Yao Ming.
gonna help us, right?
Forgive
So
me
let's
for
have
not
some of
recognizing you, I suppose.
All right.
Cathay
Perfect.
Eternal.
That's now pushing our economy up a bit. Building upgrade, no, and turn. So we can build that economy up, and you know, as we're sieging out as well, then we can get another economy building up and running. You know, the Wood Elves are quite a defensive faction. You don't need to go out aggressively crazy like over everywhere early on, so I'm quite happy to siege out. I'm really only interested in the settlements around the tree. So there you go, temple is destroyed. So I'm okay right now with the way that we're just dealing with this. Not quite enough. We're still waiting for that population growth to get another one of these, which is what would be incredibly useful. Another caravan coming back. Cafe sending caravan after caravan. Okay, that's fine then. Let's keep that where it is.
You dare
Of bargain, quick
to
deals.
war.
Nothing here. Oh, Talabek land.
Yes.
Decreasing. Apparently, I've got trespassers. They don't like the war with the Ostermark. Okay. That's a shame.
Natural authority.
Jade Custodians,
I speak
though,
with the
we
wisdom
can have
of
a trade
dragons.
agreement with
Unity.
And Burning Wind nomads can't do that with them
Harmon
yet.
about.
Anad?
Sigma's will. Greetings on behalf of the
Still
Empire.
no
Now,
way
what brings
of
you here
balancing
with
it
us?
money.
Yes.
So the sooner we can finish that off, the better, and then we can repair our relations with these guys, with Talabek land. Okay, building upgrade now. Unassigned skill points. Missile strength, ammunition. Yeah, let's have that missile. Actually, no training. Let's have the training. That's perfect. Okay, now up to like 250. Trade there, 286. So trade making up the bulk right now of our income because of our army upkeep. Raiding's not helping as well, but now it's 2,165 treasury, which is good. Turn 11 still going, and yeah, there's just no reason to go crazy, and let's just siege out a lot, and you know, maybe we'll try and break that siege and go in this turn. That'd be a nice way to wrap up the. There we go. We've got mission issued. Raid Beckham. We won't need to do that. I'll tell you that much. Right, bonus versus large lord beast missile strength. Ambush success chance. Okay. I'm going to go this one because I actually want to get Issue the Mother. Because casualty replenishment for Dryad, Treekin, and Treeman, and cooldown minus 10% to Law of Life spells, so that's going to be good. Okay, that's fine. Right, let's see how we doing here. Close victory and low. We've got our siege towers, which is fine. So yeah, I think I'm ready to fight this one. Have to see where we're going to fight it. Okay, you're putting me right here. Okay, interesting. Interesting. I'm thinking here. You know, I'm thinking here. They can't Vanguard deploy. The only thing is if we come here, there's a lot more wall. A lot more towers, but a lot more wall, a lot more space. Maybe 3 towers on that. Maybe there's a tower here. Maybe another tower here.
Ready.
You're in a tower as well. something like that. And then let's have all Shrieking. No, I want to have 3 Shrieking here. Let's have 2 Shrieking and a Tree Man here. And then let's have bats at the back along with the minute. Channel the magic. We've got 4 winds of magic. We got to 5. Start deployment, start battle, Shrieking, go after this. You guys go after this. Right. You guys here. Okay.
Hiding in wait. Anaf Rayma.
Okay, right. So, Shrieking Tree Man moving onto those gates, which is good. They took a little bit of missile damage, but nothing to worry about. Pretty confident that once we get to the walls, we'll clear the walls pretty quickly. Normally I'd look to try and just concentrate on like one small section, but we have a lot of towers and we have the ability to spread out a bit, and actually that's going to give us a chance to engage their missile units. Right, there's our target for the bats, which is the mortars. Okay, we have now made it to the walls, which is great. There's the first units coming out there. Great. 2. Here. 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 Drycha over here. Let's have a spell. Here. Okay, they've made their way in here. Fantastic. We're about to now take this gate. They're engaging over here. Engaging.
Waystalker ready.
Yeah, let's have the Waystalker.
With haste.
The bats doing. They're still doing their thing. Right, so we have the gate here. So, Shrieking. Still fighting. They've one over here. They're pushing up. Actually, we've got an enemy unit coming in from behind. Like so. So if you can engage there. They have one here, so come up and start fighting here. You guys have now one, so you can come down here. So let's just keep pushing forward. I forgot about those those guys over here. They're coming through now. Good. These guys have nearly won. Bats are running. That's fine. They've done their job. Jump into these, please. Treekin, you're going to push up over to here. You guys have won. You push up over to here. Bats, don't deal with those. Enemy is completely shattered over here. This is nearly done. This is nearly done. These tree men. One over here. They've nearly one over there. And where are you guys going? Let's go take that area. Bats are running, which is fine. That's what their job is. Yeah, there you go. It's all over. Fantastic. So they've done their job there. You can see Treekin, did incredibly well. We didn't lose much, just bats. Just bats, and that is what they're there to do, right? That is exactly what the bats are. They are a sacrificial unit to tie up enemy ranged, and we did that by tying up those mortars. So there you go. And Dryads there, tough as nails. As well as the Treekin. So far, Drycha's proving better than I thought. I have to say, I was a bit about this faction. But so far, pleasantly surprised. I think the only difference is with Durthu, I'm confident I can just throw the Lord into crazy situations and he's just tough as nails. Whereas Drycha is not as tough as Durthu. So we did get a set of so that's spell resistance, which is going to be nice, and we did get a chunk of money as well. We are going to occupy it because I don't want somebody else who's unfriendly to take it right now. Reinforcement range, that's fine. Okay, mission aborted, that's fine. Okay, perfect. And we can have... that's for trade. Growth, casualty replenishment, sacrificial grounds. So that's control, so let's have a bit of that plus control. Actually, no, we've already got that, do we? Yeah, we've already got that one. What am I doing? What am I doing, man? Global recruitment duration, that'll do. That'll do nicely. There we go. So let's start boosting our Treekin. So that's just giving the Treekin plus 6 armor. That will eventually give him 12 armor and 6 physical resistance. Yes, very nice indeed. And there we go. All we've got left is Nagenhof to deal with. And we're very much on the way forward. So let's have a, what's that, 205. Now let's have 2 more Dryad units here. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first episode. Slightly longer, but we wanted to get that battle off in Beckhaven. 12 turns in the first episode. Going very well right now. One more settlement to defeat of Osland. Then we can start looking to repair relations with Talabakland, defeat the ogres, and then we'll move down and start dealing with Vlad von Karstein. Well, you've been watching The Ghost Eye. If you enjoyed this, then give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. Let us know why in the comments below. And if you want to see more content, please hit that subscribe button. It's free for you to do. and it means a great deal to me. Keep your eyes peeled for more content, both further in Total Warhammer 3 with our Lord faction series that we're doing, as well as other games as well. So just keep an eye out for all that future content, and more importantly, keep your eye out for the next episode in this series and see how this Drycha campaign turns out. You've been watching The Ghost Owl. I'll see you on the battlefield.